Hey, I am Goddess Cree, and I'm back with another divine message. So happy Friday, everyone. All right, let's get into it. The angel number today is angel number 10. This is a fresh start. This is completion. This is a major life change. This is starting a new chapter. This is also referred to as the Wheel of Fortune in Tarot. This is confirmation that things are turning in your favor. There is movement. Okay. Now, you can break down the number 10 to a 1 if you add it into itself. So 1 plus 0 is 1. This number is also significant. This is an ultimate symbol of new beginnings that connects you to the universe, signaling you're in a phase of spiritual growth and alignment. Not only that, this number, this is the first angel. This is Archangel Micheal. He is the highest ranking. He is the chief warrior. He is the leader of Heavens Armies. So not only is 10 significant, fresh new start, but when you add 1 plus 0, you get 1, okay? Which signifies Archangel Micheal. So just think about Archangel Micheal protecting you. He is the most highest ranking archangel. He is the chief warrior, the leader of Heaven's army. You have the leader of Heaven's army watching over you. The energy of the number 1 is willpower, courage, passion, self-discovery, the ability to rise stronger from life's challenges. Okay, so I've been talking about this transition energy, the Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. This is 5 months of transition. You know, everyone's on different timelines. This could be a one transition for you, or this could be a series of transitions. Okay, so I just kind of want to talk about signs and synchronicities, things that I notice, and I guess I am just going to be the bringer of these things. So real quick before we call on spirit with the cards, I am in Arkansas, and right now we are getting a lot of rain. And if you look at the weather here in Arkansas, we're looking at like 7 days of rain. Okay, that's what they're predicting. So rain symbolizes, this is the spiritual meaning of rain. It's not only just clearing away and washing. This is, it highlights life's cycles. It signifies transition from one phase to another, resilience, needing to rebuild and grow. It cleanses negative energy. This is spiritual nourishment. This is release to allow healing and personal growth. So that lines up with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Because I did ask spirit, why so much rain? I have no problem with rain. Rain doesn't stop me. I get out driving rain like no problem, because majority of the people don't get out when it's raining. They feel like the plans have been disturbed or canceled, but I don't mind the rain at all. So the spiritual meaning of rain lines up with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. This is release to allow healing and personal growth, and that's what we're actually going through now. And so on my way to work this morning, I had a brown rabbit cross my path. Okay, so I slowed down for the rabbit, let the rabbit pass from left to right. And not too long ago, I just remembered that I was focused on why it was raining, and then I was like, I saw a pretty little jackrabbit this morning. So what did that mean? Well, of course, I want to know everything, so I looked it up. It is a signal to take a leap of faith especially if it crosses from left to right. It is considered especially lucky. It means prosperity and blessings in family and financial life. It also signifies growth on the horizon. Wow. I'm going to take the first card on top. I just wanted one. Okay, I'll take the second card. My goodness. I have 4 flipped. So I'll tell you what they are, but I'm not going to go in depth. So this is my universal deck. This is my universe message deck. And I wanted to start off with getting a universe message. So I have 4 cards that flip. One is communication. One is emergence, as in emergency. Not going to go in depth on those. I am going to go over the first 2 because I feel like the first 2 are significant. So the very first one is healing. Okay, and that number is 29. And 29 breaks down to an 11. Okay, so we know when we see 11 or 1111 is very significant. So healing, the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health, wholeness, by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Healing, okay? All right, and the next one is miracle, and that's 33. 33 is divine, okay? So when you get a moment, someone may need to look up 29, 11, and 33. That may be significant. So the miracle card, it says the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Okay. And so, yes, I definitely agree with that. Anything is possible. Okay. Especially if you're on this healing journey. And if you look at my description box, I'm on this healing journey. And this is the reason why I'm here. I want to share the things that I'm seeing. Maybe someone else that's tapped in can see what I'm seeing. You know, if you ever often wonder, what does this mean? Like the extra rain. Yeah, we're in spring, okay? And we're supposed to, you know, is it April showers bring May flowers? Okay. But the rain is very significant, okay? It is very significant. As I was just reading from the research that I did on it, it is a release to allow healing and personal growth. How can things grow if you don't water them? Okay? How can you expect a thick harvest or a large harvest if you don't nurture it, if you don't water it, if you don't feed it? Okay? A dream without being nurtured, a dream without being fed, you know, cannot grow. It won't go anywhere. Okay? So, and saying that, nothing is a coincidence. There is a reason for every small thing. It's up to you to find the meaning of these things. And sometimes there is a message for you. Sometimes there is something that will help you move forward, to take the next step, to take the leap of faith. So if anybody else is seeing rabbits, that is a sign, especially a brown one. It was brown and white. So more brown than white. It signifies to take a leap of faith. Okay. So right now we are transferring transforming. We're going through transitions. We are healing our inner child. And after we get through these transitions, we're going to start seeing miracles. And it just depends on your timeline. It just depends on where you are. So remember, everyone's in different stages. Everyone's in different stages. Okay, so I just wanted to, I like sharing what spirit, what the universe, what the earth shows me, speaking back and answering my questions. And it enlightens me on a lot of things, you know, in my own personal life. So let's get into it. What's the message? Memory in the past. Okay. What about the memory in the past? Let's see. Control and stability. Okay, we have a lot of that coming out where Spirit is asking you to control your stability, to stay stable regardless of what's going on. We have escape and redirect here. So this is confirmation of a divine reroute. All right. What else? Calm and relax. Okay. So someone is going through a transformation where they had to escape something and they were sent a divine reroute. You were redirected. This is for someone specific. It was like a miracle. It was like a miracle. This was under the bottom before I started. It says suppression and silence. Someone tried to suppress you. Oh, so yesterday, that wasn't yesterday. That was the read that I did that said, buckle up, buttercup. There was a card that came out that said create. Oh my gosh, create. Something about create your new beginning so you can break free. And I actually saw, create your truth so you can break free. And I saw speak your truth so you can break free. This card says suppression and silence. So, collective, did you have someone in your energy that wanted to suppress you? It was someone from the past, and they are now a distant memory. And it looks like you're in control, you're stable when it comes to your life and your emotions, and that's because you feel like you escaped. You feel like there was a redirection and you are now calm and relaxed. You may still be silent, but you do not feel suppressed. Okay? Wow. And on the bottom, once again, we have happiness and joy. And I got to put that on the table. Once again, we have happiness and joy. So no matter what someone throws at you, no matter how people play in your face and play in your energy, okay? Spirit will always come through with a divine reroute. And that is the miracle here. So we have healing and we have miracle here. We have 11:33 because 29 breaks down to an 11, and then the miracle card says 33. So someone really needs to look up 11:33. 11:33. Those are master numbers. You're not supposed to break those down further, okay? They are master numbers. They are master builder numbers, okay? Very divine, very significant. So What I am getting, something dealing with your past. You were redirected. You escaped, and that's why you're in control of your emotions. You're now back in control of your life. You are stable. You are calm, collected. You are relaxed. You are no longer feeling suppressed, and this is your happiness and joy confirmation. Okay, so let's check tarot. And I'm trying not to hold you too long. Let's see what tarot has to say about this message. So, Spirit says, continue taking that leap of faith. We're not looking back at the past. Yeah, you may have some memories. That's fine. Let them stay as they are, as memories. Okay? You did escape. There was a divine reroute. You are now calm and relaxed. And you are moving into your happiness and joy. Okay? Happiness and joy. All right. Let's see. What's the message for collective? We got Two of Swords on the bottom. That was a difficult decision for you as well. And wow. That's the truth with the Ace of Swords. It was a difficult decision, but you were redirected and you accepted it. You took the leap of faith, and that's the truth. This is confirmation of mental clarity. You now have mental clarity. That's confirmation. This is confirmation of your new plans. Letting the past stay in the past. Death, confirmation of a transition here. You let it go. I just said that. Let it in the past. Stay in the past. Oh, wow. Let's see. Okay. So, there is a slow healing here, though. This is the Six of Wands. So, and this may have to do with this redirection, this escape. You know, it all depends on how overwhelming this situation was. It depends on the changing of the plans. You know, some of us don't do too well with an abrupt change. You know, we you know, some of us may kind of spin out a little bit because it's like a abrupt change. Just for example, if you're on a merry-go-round and it's spinning 10 miles per hour, and then all of a sudden someone stops it, you liable to fly off to the left, you know? So this is possibly a slow healing for you because the changing of the plans was overwhelming. Let's see. What else? Wow. Yeah. We have the Five of Wands here. So yeah, you debated over this, which may have caused you some challenges. But you realize you had to actually stand up for your beliefs with the Seven of Wands here. You did have to gain back control and be brave so that you could allow this divine reroute, so that you could move forward to your calm and to be relaxed. Let's get one more. Yeah. You're realizing that whatever that situation was, it was not for you. And you were going to have to be confident and focus on your happiness. And this is with the Nine of Cups. So yeah, that was a struggle for you. And Spirit just says you barely escaped this situation. You barely escaped it because you were overwhelmed by this change with the Six of Swords in reverse here. You were overwhelmed, and then you had there was a slow healing here, but you did not realize how much danger you were in physically and spiritually. Okay? So when something is spiritually dead, you open yourself up to so much when you're spiritually dead. But by realizing after you debated about it, you probably disagreed, which caused you to set you back just a little bit. It was challenging for you. You realized that you had to protect and defend, your beliefs. You had to gain your control and stability back, which is up top here. You realize that you are the only one that can make you happy, no one else. And you did become confident. All right. And then we do have the Queen of Pentacles energy on the bottom, which is a mature, grounded female energy. This is nurturing, prosperity. This is someone that has the ability to heal themselves. Awesome. Okay. Someone that has the ability to heal themselves. All right, so let's see. Let's check the energy. What's going on what's going on the streets? What does the gossip have to say? What are they gossiping about? What are they saying about your collective? As you're healing yourself, you are now experiencing miracles. Your wish fulfillment are coming in, and you're realizing your dreams. And you can make yourself happy. All you have to do is feel confident, and the abundance will come. With the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, that was a struggle you went through. And you narrowly escaped is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And that was because you struggled with the change in the plans. You were overwhelmed. You were shook by this. You tried to debate with Spirit about it. It was challenging for you. You probably disagreed. But then Spirit started showing you some things. And then you were like, okay, I need to really protect myself because I'm leaving myself open here. Yeah. And you started to stand up for your beliefs. So you can maintain control. So you could work on your Nine of Cups. What are they saying about your collective? What's the gossip on the streets? Hey. Something's out. So somebody done spilled the tea about something. Let's see. You unbothered. You unbothered about whatever's going on. Peace despite the chaos. You got a calm attitude. You're detached from negativity. It ain't your drama. And you self-made. Okay? And you got payday coming. So that's the gossip on the streets. Wow, that is the gossip on the streets. The tea is out. The tea is out that you are unbothered. You are self-made. And not only that, you got the money coming in. Financial rewards. You have money rolling in. A celebration of success. The check is cashed. Okay? So you had all of those struggles. And confirmation. I got a notification. You went through all of those struggles. You even struggled with yourself about this change. But then you had to realize that the divine was trying to save you. The divine was trying to save you. You had to pay attention to your signs and synchronicities. You know? Only you can make you happy. You have to realize that you had dreams and to go towards your dreams. Go towards your wish fulfillment. We have attracting abundance here at the bottom. Once again, it's been coming out for like 3 days straight, 2 or 3 days straight. Okay, so you do have got some type of reunion trying to come in. This, I don't know if this past person. It says fated partnership, past life connection. The past may return. Okay. Under the bottom, we have spiritual guides. We have assistance, divine guidance, signs and synchronicities, guardian. Spirit wants you to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. That's why I'm here. I'm bringing them to you. Someone from the past. We got apology in reverse. Wow. It says apology, forgiveness. It says guilt wants to speak to you. Their heart wants to speak their heart. Compassion, emotion, confession. But it was in reverse here in my hands. So you definitely need to listen to your signs and synchronicities when it comes to the past. And what came out behind that is abundance. So this is confirmation of the 9 of Cups, of the windfall, the celebration, promotion, opportunity, success on new ventures. So this is your abundance coming in. So remember that the 9 of Cups is realizing your dreams, your happiness. This is you being confident. This is your success. This is you working for this. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. 9 of Cups. Today is angel number 10. So remember that angel number 10 also in tarot stands for the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Okay? So remember that the gossip on the street is the tea has been spilled. You are unbothered. You are self-made. Your payday is about to be deposited into the bank. You got the past trying to sneak back in. You have spirit guides here. They are assisting you. Signs and synchronicities are going to be very important. That apology card is upside down, which is indicating someone may be coming in that is not truthful. Let's see what Changing Life Situations has to say. Okay, so we got the past up here several times. The past is up here. Spirit had to deliver you from something. Never, don't forget that. They say don't go back to what God delivered you from. Okay, not afraid of hardships. It says confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones in growth and wisdom. Okay, so this is asking you to stay strong. Yes, you will go through challenges and hardships. Use them as stepping stones for growth and wisdom. So once again, we are definitely in a period of transition. This is 5 months. Okay. Period of transition. Spirit says surrender to this new change. Okay. Surrender to the new change. Go get what is for you. And I cannot make this up. What that say? That says signs and reminders. Okay, so this is doubling down on divine guides, assistance, confirmation, signs and synchronicities. The angels say signs and reminders. You need to pay attention. This is a warning to someone. Listen to your signs and synchronicities. Confirmation. I don't know who's texting me, but that's confirmation. Spirit says surrender to the new beginning. Okay? Listen to the signs and synchronicities. It will bring you joy, and contentment. Confirmation. Let's check the signs. There is no telling who that is. Check the signs. Who does this resonate with? Okay. Continue healing yourself. Okay. As you heal, you're going to see miracles. And those are signs of synchronicity. Seeing the signs, when you actually start seeing the signs that line up with you, that's a miracle. Okay? That is part of it. That is part of being tapped in to the Most High of love and light, the Mother and Father, the divine creators. Okay? That's being tapped in. I mean, like, seriously. Let's see. This may resonate with the Pisces, the Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aries. If this is not one of your signs, this is possibly in your birth chart in one of your placements. Once again, I am Goddess Cree, and this was a divine message. Please click that like, subscribe. Let me know if this resonates with you. You all have an awesome evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.